Oh, it's a bonus episode, Squeaky. I know you're so excited. You guys, today we are discussing the first couple episodes of Song of the Samurai, a new series on HBO Max. What they did wrong, what they did right, and talking about Bushido Blues, of course, and Criticless. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, Squeaky. Happy Tuesday? Oh my goodness. we're only we're only on the second day of the week. It's fine. It's fine. I was talking to Bushido Blues last week, and he informed me that HBO Max had a new series coming out. That's what started this, because I was completely caught unaware, friends. I hadn't heard anything about this. HBO Max, to my knowledge, wasn't promoting it, and even when I looked on HBO Max, there was no coming soon with this. Now, to be fair, Bushido covered this, and there were news articles about HBO Max getting the license for it, but nothing that I had seen anywhere. It's a show called Song of the Samurai. Me and Squeaky are gonna look at it real quick and show you what it is. Then we're gonna talk about it. And real quick, I want to tell you, if you're not a member on Criticless, please go over there and join them. Internet Movie Database, they used to be a good thing, but now it's just nonstop shenanigans with their reviews and the critics always being wrong most of the time. Over on Criticless, you actually get to see an honest review from people, as well as if you reach out to them with a problem, they will get right back to you. I was just talking to Blaine, who runs Criticless, today, like in DMs, not like, oh, hey, you on X. No, he and his whole team have always been brilliant at talking to the customers and the people that use it, the site. They're just fantastic people. So, Squeaky, take us to Criticless. All right, here we go, Squeaky. Man, I'm so discombobulated with this show. I just watched the first two episodes. We gotta get into it. Song of the Samurai. This is the first episode. Is actually a double episode, so it's episode one, but it's an hour and a half long, and it's actually made up of two episodes. That's my understanding. One season. It's Japanese, so yes, you have to read subtitles. Sorry, friends. It's just what you have to do. It's not in English. There have been no reviews on Criticless. There will be one today. Let's take a look here. This is a live action adaptation of a manga, I guess it is. That translates the deep legacy onto the screen. Yeah. Set in Kyoto at the end of the Edo period, the story depicts the intense and passionate lives of the Shinsengumi, the iconic samurai force that defended Kyoto in the final years of Japanese shogunate, through spectacular action and a bold interpretation based on historical facts. The story follows street brawler Toshizo Hijikata, man, I don't know, who finds a new kind of family in Isami Kondo and Soji Okita. He and his comrades in the Shinsengumi force forge a bond of loyalty tested by betrayal, illness, war, as they fight not only their enemies but their own ideals. Oh my goodness, that is the longest synopsis. I don't know what to do with that. It's starring people that I'm not even going to try to say their names. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Criticless. Let's get out of here, Squeaky. All right. Now, I'm going to give you a few pros and cons here, friends. First off, this is shot beautifully. But back to the fact that HBO did a poor job promoting it. I don't know why. All right, if you look at the bump in samurai cinema and shows that came with Shogun, even though I despised it because I'm a fan of the book and the original miniseries, and I felt it was just off, and they changed things they shouldn't have. That's not the point. It made a huge bump in samurai, the culture, and watching movies and TV shows in regards to samurai stuff. And this is a chance for HBO to do something along those lines, since, from my understanding, the second season of Shogun, which will be completely made up and have nothing to do with the original book, it might come out sometime in the next 2 or 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever. And I think they're talking about doing 2 more seasons. Come on. Talk about money grab. Make something original. Anyway. Not only did HBO not promote this, but if you, now that it's on there, if you're like, hey, what is this? Let me watch this little trailer. It's just a horrid trailer with, it's just not good. The trailer isn't. So I was worried. I was like, is this going to be garbage? I don't have time for more messaging and garbage and slop. I had high hopes. But up until I sat down today and watched it, had no idea what I was getting into. Well, friends, if you're feeling tired and wore out and down, maybe you need some coffee. Might I suggest blackout coffee? Links in the description. So HBO, poor decision making on your part. You should have been promoting this all over the place. And I'll tell you why. It is beautiful to look at. Beautiful. The cinematography is fantastic. The colors, it's beautiful. The action scenes, albeit a bit rare in this first episode, there are some great action scenes in it, but there's more, learning who the characters are, which I'm going to be honest, I'm going to end up watching the whole season and still not know anybody's name, because it is a little confusing to try to keep up with all these characters. And some of them look quite similar, but it looks beautiful. The action, when you have it, is brilliant and really well done and looks fantastic on all around. Some of the clothing designs for a couple of the characters, I was kind of like I've never read the books, the manga, whatever. So I don't know what it looked like in that. But you have these really nice outfits for the most part, and then every once in a while a character will show up and they're just dressed funny. Okay, I get it. That's weird, whatever. The characters are great, but all right, here's a negative for you. The story itself is kind of confusing. I don't, if you don't understand this time period, if you don't know about all of this, or at least a base level of it, you're going to be confused. There are some parts of it, it's just like, what? What is happening? And so it's kind of, based on the fact that this is a Japanese show, not made here, made there, and they understand their culture better, I'm sure this is not an issue. But for an American sitting down to watch this, they didn't do a very good job of explaining what's going on from the jump. But that doesn't matter. But overall, the hour and a half double episode that I watched, it drew me in, and I'm here for it. Right? Basically, I don't want to spoil anything, but this this group of samurai are kind of poor samurais, really poor, dirt poor, and they're not well thought of because they're basically thought of as country bumpkins. So for these 2 episodes, they are, and I don't know where it's going to go from this point, but for these 2 episodes at least, the general consensus for the upper class samurais and whatnot, they're kind of looked down upon as country bumpkins and not real not real, like true samurai, no matter how wrong that may be. So this double episode does deal with that quite a bit, but you get to see the honor and the culture of this clan. I'm just going to say clan, right? Like the characters that are there, their heart is in the right place and they study hard and they're good people. Fair? So it does draw you in. Like if you sit down and watch it, and like I said, it's not in English. You got to read subtitles. That's going to turn some people off right off the jump. But I don't understand. It's like HBO Max didn't even try or didn't even really care. They got the license for this, and it's special. And then they just sat on it. As of a couple of days, like Thursday of last week or whatever it was, Wednesday or Thursday, nowhere on it, if you searched it on HBO Max, nothing came up. They didn't even have it in the coming soon section. They didn't give a crap. And I don't get that. Do they want it to fail? I don't know. Now, that's my review of this. Like, my understanding is there's 8 episodes. So I'm assuming there's 6 or 7 more, depending on how they looked at this first episode. Bushido Blues is reviewing this, and he's going to do a much bigger breakdown of it, I'm sure. He's going to have some details I don't have. So make sure that you follow him and go over and check out his videos. He's fantastic, especially in regards to samurai cinema and shows, etc., games, etc., all that. I've talked about him before. You guys know who he is if you've been here for a while. Make sure you go check out his videos. A link to his channel is down below in the description. Also, check out Criticless. There's a link to that down. There's a bunch of links down below in the description. Check them out. But we're going to get the rest of our day going, or finished, whatever. Oh my goodness, it's so late. I'm not used to recording on a Tuesday. Anyway, friends, thanks for being here. Hope you have a great rest of your week. We'll be back. We're doing numerous videos this week. We got to talk about the killer and possibly hard boiled. It just depends. I may run out of time, but we're going to get there. All right. Thanks, friends. For Michael, the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair in the back, and this big fat nerd. We'll see you later.